So this is, I don't like to say the enemy name too much. But this is to Satan. This is to Satan. This is to you, Satan. Personally, from Andrea Jones. I'm holding up my banner in the name of Jehovah. Ooh, Jesus. Now you got to fight the Most High. Because I called it. And God already blessed me to say whether I live or die. As long as I died in the name of the Lord, fought in the name of the Lord, lived in the name of the Lord, I'm good with God. I fear the Most High. Yes, I have been afraid of a lot of stuff that people have done to me, but this is what Satan does. Now I gotta call Satan out for his bullshit, and I don't like to say his name. The enemy is really what I like to call him. But it's time to stop blaming this on people, you know, cause yeah, they do a lot of the works of the devil. Don't get me wrong, but the main one is Satan, who I need to be mad at. Okay, and this is how he operates. Satan always gonna try to have somebody. See, first you gotta realize Satan is real. He ain't just no flying creature, you know what I'm saying, that's made up or anything like that. Satan is just as real as everybody out there. And he be trying to pull a lot of bullshit on people. So let me tell you what the bullshit Satan try to pull on me. He always try to have somebody up in the house with me that's wicked. I mean, that's one thing that Satan do. Now, remember when all them people kept messing with Job? Job was already down and out. You know, like, damn, I done lost this, I done lost that. You know, look, going on with my kids, man, my house, man, my wife talking crazy. Satan already had did stuff to Job. Now you got all his friends coming around, you know, talking shit about Job. And these people knew damn well that Job was a good man. Because if God could say that Job was righteous enough for Satan to go and try him, he was a good man. And their Satan friends and people, I mean, not Satan, well, I call them Satan friend, fuck it then, because they were treating Job like enemy, but they were supposed to be his friends. And they came all up in his house and talking shit to him. Every time people seen him, they had tried to blame Job. Oh, Job, you did this. If God was for you, then your life wouldn't be like that. And la, 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 la. And he swore to his own hurt. He swore to it. And he understood that God can give and take away. So, one thing Satan do, he always try to have somebody in the house with me. I'm not saying that, I'm not blaming nobody. I'm talking about the devil. I'm talking about the shit that he do. And see, now I don't want people coming out trying to defend his ass because I'm calling him out for his shit. He always try to have somebody around me that try to depress me or keep me all just unhappy, you know. And it says that the joy of the Lord is our strength. Ever since I got out of the jail, it's people who have tried to handle me. And I know that you guys have ever heard of handlers, people that try to handle you. So they try to control what you put out in the media. So when somebody have a handler, they handling them in the house, they handling them all over the fucking place. And it's usually more people that's behind handling the person when they have assigned a handler to the person. And I'm not calling anybody out right now to say that was my handler, but I know for a fact through the Holy Spirit that it was a few of them that I know that was supposed to be my handler. And the shit just kept going left because they could not handle me. Not in the manner that they was trying to with the tactics that they were trying to use. And they even had got females where these dudes was bringing me up in the house, and there was a bunch of females up in the house, and they was in there trying to handle me, and they got their ass handed to them. And then God had showed me, he was like, did what God said. He was like, what they bringing you up in the house with all these female folk? He was like, what all these females up in here for? He was like, when is a man gonna bring you up in the house with all these female folk? What the female here for? They setting you up. They setting you up. So they was not trying to handle me for my betterment. You know, like you have people that'll try to handle you to help you get to the top, to make you act in a certain way, and so they can help you be successful. And then you have people that'll try to handle you to your demise. And this is what they doing. They handling certain people into success, and then they handling certain people to the damn grave. To where you got people like a pimp will try to handle a person and have them out on the streets. And this woman probably could have been doing good, and all of a sudden she's outside on the fucking streets, and you don't know how many people was involved to make that happen in her life. And it's criminal. So and a lot of things that they do to catapult people into success is also criminal. So when you a person like me and you can be self-sufficient and productive on the level that I can, to where I can bring a certain amount of success to myself, they'll also incorporate other people to come into the equation to try to stop you from doing anything that could bring any type of success to yourself. And they'll hack your shit, and they'll do all kind of stuff to try to stop you from being successful on your own as well, so that they could try to handle you to your demise. And everybody will be like, oh, she ain't doing this, she ain't doing that. And when something happens to you, they expect people not to want answers about what happened to you, because they'll be slandering you the entire time to cover up that they was behind whatever happened to you. My thing is, they've even staged altercations to make that shit about them trying to vampire suck energy and shit. I had a dude try to set me up to be killed, and he recorded a video in his room and then right after that, he tried to set me up to be killed, which would have got him rank in this cult. And I gave his address, and I said somebody need to come and get his ass for what he just tried to do. So they being wicked and getting exposed on the level that you wanted some publicity and you wanted some hype, to the level where you came and fucked with Andrea Jones when my case didn't have nothing to do with you. And now you can't put a lid on the shit because I'm exposing shit about your ass that you didn't want exposed. And now the tables is turning. You was trying to make me look bad, and God turned around telling me all the shit about you that embarrassed the hell out of you and crushed your motherfucking ass and swallow you up. So you hoes think that you could pay some fucking publicists to make you look good, but God telling me shit that'll destroy everything about your image. And even though you got me on the street making me look bad, I know shit about you that's gonna make me look good and get some more subscribers regardless.